off here with the pistol round of this series between Complexity and MIBR. We're going to be sending one of these teams through to the Intel Extreme Masters Brazil 2023. Just one series stands between these teams and a chance at glory in Brazil. Complexity, they missed out on the trip last time, missed out on the major. MIBR, it's the hometown crowd, right? They would love to get a chance to strut their stuff before the hometown team. Insani and Turtle going to combine for the first kill. Insani following it up as well. He had a killer Anubis last time these two teams met. And it seems like he's up to his old tricks. Pressure on for Floppy. And Floppy will be rebuffed. So bomb's going down here, John.
Yeah, it was both Insani and Exit, in fact, that dropped 18 frags apiece, but Insani was their top ADR player at 84.2, and it was all MIBR last time these two teams were here, which was yesterday, of course. Floppy gets one on the Henny. Canary... Insani is going to take down Floppy. Yeah, I have to cleanse my UI. Anyway,
CL_sanitize. You got it. You got it. You can get in there. All right, this retake is still got some legs, but now with Halzerk being dropped, he had the kit. Yeah, it's done. It's done, so you needed Halzerk to get that kill instantaneously. And so this one wrapped up with the bow. Look, let's talk about the veto real quick. We've got Anubis coming back. And MIBR kind of trounced Complexity on it. Afterwards, we went to Inferno. Again, a strong showing from MIBR. This time, Complexity take it to Overpass for that secondary map. And our decider, if we get to it, will once again be Ancient. We didn't get to it last time. How you feeling about the veto this time around, John?
Much better, much better. Like I said before, I think Complexity maybe just picked Inferno like, hey, maybe we can do well against MIBR here. We beat some really good teams on Inferno, and that didn't happen. They lost 16-3. So... good idea to move away from that map. Anubis wasn't great either, but I mean, obviously yesterday was MIBR's pick, and Complexity's not just going to start banning Anubis. They're actually trying to play it, and they look pretty good on it so far in every single engagement they had except the one against MIBR yesterday. That was their worst performance. Strangely enough, right? Because the competition they faced off on this map against previously was much, much higher.
Bit of maneuvering here outside of B. One of the things that was key in their Anubis match last time around was the mid fights, right? Insani was so effective into the mid fights, and Fang was his counterpart for most of those. And Fang was just getting bullied, frankly, on those opening engagements. There were so many rounds where Complexity were starting up, you know, a man down right off the rip because of what Insani was able to do, 1-2 kills, and then back away. So I'm curious to see that as a trend here on both sides, whether Insani is going to be able to continue to get those openers, and whether that's going to continue to be a thorn in the side of Complexity. Thorn on the side of them right now is Penny, because he's just killed 3, and, well, this round wasn't really likely to get going, but it's certainly not now.
Yeah, also, if I'm Fang, I'm probably saying, hey guys, maybe we mix it up here. Maybe I shouldn't play mid. It didn't really work out last time, so we'll try and swap some positions, and, well, we'll see if that comes to fruition. This time, Fang was on the B site, so wasn't necessarily guarding mid, but it is just a pistol round, so we can't necessarily pull too much out of that.
He's going to step right back up to the plate. I know Fang's the kind of guy, he talks about, like, the Mamba mentality, Kobe's an inspiration. You don't back away from the challenge. You step right to the plate. You go for it. But Insani, man, dude is quite a challenge for anybody on the other side of the server. He is really turning some heads. We talked about it last time. Yes. This dude has been incredible for MIBR since the call-up.
No, absolutely. And I mentioned, like, his stats are off the charts, really. And looking at his kill death differential coming into this qualifier, plus 149. He also has 49 free kill plus rounds over the last month, 9 4Ks, and an X. He leads the team in that category. Grim going to get one here, and a second, maybe the third. No. Shut down, but still even numbers. Some guns on the ground. They're with just out of reach of Fang here. And, well, of course, MIBR is not going to give it the space because they know if they do, these rifles will be recovered. So they're just going to hold their ground and try to fend off the pistols.
They're trying to slow this down because they want Insani to develop this flank. He's actually gone in towards A. Realize it's vacant, but they can deal with the devil that they know. The devil that they know is that there's lots of players in here, and they can pinch. And if they let Insani work his way back through the temple, this could get really weird. Cole have to have a bit of an inkling of the fact that since nothing has hit them in a while, some sort of a flank's coming through. So you can see Floppy's watching for it. Oh, he had the idea, just didn't have the shot. Aim punch comes in, punishes him. A little bit more damage for Fang. They're going to keep them honest in terms of the economy and make it a bit of an expensive round, but ultimately it's still MIBR all the way through.
Yeah, I mean, again, pretty much the expected result given the investment from Complexity. It was a double save, and now they finally will have enough money to buy up, and they're going to immediately go to the double op. Very interesting. Grim and Halzer going to be rocking those. Haven't seen Grim on the op in some time.
They do like it on this map. They do like it on this map, the secondary op. A lot of teams have been running it, right? Here on the B site, you put the usually your anchor player. Right now, they're running Grim with that, yeah. So it is going to be to the expectation. Then you free up Halzer to maybe move around a little bit more. Going towards A. Wants to get aggressive on it. Might have an opportunity here. Looks like they're going to give him a fight. Some pressure. This first op engagement could be what determines the round. He's got Floppy close at hand for support. What kind of use it? Flashes on Halzer. Flop's got nearly a full belt. No smoke. Flashbang's good. That pushes Halzer off. The swing in. No, they don't use the util at all. Those nades are wasted. And so are the players. Absolutely destroyed here. Bombs going down. This round's over.
Wow, that was very clinical from MIBR, so they haven't really missed a step since yesterday here on Anubis. They picked up where they left off, and they got a quick 4-0 lead. Complexity just on the save now. And yeah, Grim is going to connect on one. That's BRN getting taken down by the AWP. And definitely, you know, running double op makes sense here on Anubis. We've also talked about the fact that a lot of players like to run the AUG here, which makes sense because of how many long-range engagements you're going to have. Having that scope helps a lot.
All about the sight lines. All about controlling the angles and the choke points. So definitely a strong factor here. But, I mean, Complexity, they had a lot of util, right? That molly comes down immediately. You get the flashbangs. They're trying to set up the flashbang for the re-peek in with the op, and it doesn't wind up working out for really any of them. Decisive take from MIBR, and that kind of disjointedness that was really haunting them. So Cole's going to get a tactical timeout in here very early on, right? They kind of get a mulligan on that gun round. Yes, they won't have the double op this time, but they get a bit of a do-over. They want to make sure things don't just get out of hand right off the rip here again. Need to be able to contest MIBR here early. Can't let them get away with everything.
Complexity quick timeout, and that will expire. No AUG, though. They were running it yesterday, if I'm not mistaken.
No, that was mostly MIBR.
Was it mostly MIBR? Okay,
yeah.
I was going to say, I know MIBR loves to run it, but I thought Complexity had it a few times, but maybe not.
Might have picked it up once or twice, but I seem to remember it being mostly an MIBR type of situation. I think BRN was running it. I want to say Turtle was? Might have been Exit, actually.
Either way, they were running 2 as often as they could when they were on CT side. Anyway, going to round number 5 here.
Is really aggressively postured here out towards long A. Is one of the things I'm noticing. He's going to back away from it. Again, he has the util to maybe slow them down if they come this direction, but he needs that early warning. So that's why he's going looking.
And Fang is indeed around mid. You were right, Mike. Not going to back down to that challenge.
One bad day, you know, change up the roles, man. Gotta get right back on that horse.
Let's hope they have different results today.
You ever been bucked off a horse?
I've never been on a horse.
You never been on a horse?
No, I'd love to be, but I haven't been.
Yeah, they're cool. Horses, the thing about horses, generally speaking, is every time I see a horse, I'm reminded about how damn big horses are.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen horses, and they're pretty big.
Obviously, there's different varieties and sizes and whatnot, but especially like American horses, big suckers. All right, we're gonna get the pinch in towards A. Floppy not prepared for this at all. His Heaven player gave him up for dead, and well, he did commit. Bang, 1 is not gonna be enough here. This could turn into a save again. Man advantage for MIBR. Bomb going down. Money still very much on the ropes for Complexity. I've been unable to convert around. So you've got Halzer scoped up to see if someone's going to come hunting, give him a frag that might lure them back in, but with his teammates already far away, this one is also done. MIBR, decisive takes in towards mid, and they're just fine. Hot to trot. I mean, in that one, definitely some sort of a miscom between Floppy and Fang, because Floppy was not at all prepared for the mid players to be right breathing down his neck.
Yeah, I mean, MIBR is just picking them apart. It's quite simple. Perhaps a miscom, but MIBR has been clinical on these takes, and the A site has really been their playground. Even yesterday, Complexity was having a lot of trouble. Some success, more so towards the B site, and you can see MIBR is like, all right, well, they couldn't really stop us last night. Let's keep going there until they can.
Yeah, man. I mean, they're just gonna apply this pressure, right?
There's no question.
Another timeout being burned so early on here. TC clearly has things that he wants to get involved in terms of fixing based on their setup, right? And I mean, that one, whoa, again, the miscommunication was definitely apparent. I don't know whether Fang calmed it and Floppy wasn't hearing, or whether Fang didn't quite communicate. Floppy thought he still had the angle. I don't know what it was, but definitely a lack of cohesion there between the two. And yeah, that A site is showing itself to be a clear vulnerability right now.
And the thing is, perhaps MIBR off that timeout might say, okay, they're making adjustments for it. Let's mix up. We'll go to the B site this time. We'll see. At the very least, I mean, Complexity's keeping their economy healthy since they've had a 3-man save in the last 2 rounds. But they need to start getting some rounds on the board. Kenny, carrying out towards bridge. Looking into window. In the meantime, he's carrying over the edge of this smoke. He wants to plant some targets towards Arch, but nothing doing just yet. Maybe soon, if he's patient enough. No, Exit's not going to peek out. He's being patient, and MIBR playing defaults right now.
All right, so since we have a slower round, John, when are we getting you on a horse?
I don't know. That's whenever, I suppose, whenever the opportunity presents itself.
You got to go seek the opportunity. Let's be real. The opportunity is not just going to present itself in the course of your daily life.
I don't know. Yeah. Like, I don't know when I'll be able to even engage in that opportunity. It's kind of hard to say.
Fair, reasonable. BRN, unreasonable on these entries. JT getting pushed right out of cave. This is BRN space. Thank you very much. And now Grim has to be totally focused here. And he's solo towards B, right? They've focused up in towards mid because they've been getting bullied here. But that means that if the B hit comes in, I mean, Grim's a goner. Floppy will start to arrive, but Grim wanted a little bit of information. He just peeks in dry, and BRN's going to ring his dome. There was actually a flashback behind it, but not very effective. Fang here on the flank. He's trying to go through the Molotov, kind of needs to, and Exit is prepared for that one. This is already starting to look a little desperate from Complexity. I don't love this. They've just been locked out of so many rounds. Decisive takes from MIBR. They're playing brilliantly, looking super snappy on the entries, have such a great read on the positions that Complexity are going to be playing. They just seem to have a really nice feel for these Anubis takes.
Yeah, and they went B right after the timeout. So, I mean, you saw probably Complexity talking about the A side and they say, okay, we're going to mix things up, and it works. 4 players left standing on MIBR side. And I mean, you saw Fang at the very least engaging towards Arches, and he does get one, but you know, afterwards, once he tries to re-engage towards the B site, he immediately gets taken down.
That's really what they have to do, is they have to exert some sort of pressure on the flanks, right? Whether that's going to be a push from the various long spots, or whether it's going to be a push down. Right now, MIBR are so comfortable setting up into their takes. They're always ahead of the timer. They're not really wary about the flanks. They're not really wary about holding defaults necessarily. They're pretty confident as they go into sites, regardless of where they're doing it.
Yeah, no question. Mike, I have to kind of ask you the question now. Have you been on a horse?
Yes, yeah. So growing up, my grandfather, my mom's family's from a tiny town called Pearsall, Texas. Okay. It's very much, you know, sort of out there. And my grandfather had property, a little arena, we called it. And kept some horses there and some cattle.
Oh.
And worked cattle and had horses. And I was not ever an able rider, but, you know, they would plunk me down on the gentle horses as a kid. And the horse would pretend to have me ride it and would really steer me towards the best grass and then go grazing.
What a nice horse.
It was a great horse. I called him my horse. His name was Buckwheat. Great horse.
Oh, how cute.
Buckwheat, and then there was Goose, who was also really gentle.
That's wonderful. Man, I wish I had that opportunity.
It was good. It was awesome. But, been a while since then.
Didn't decide to be a horse racer, Mike?
A horse? These were not racing horses. These were roping horses, John.
No, I mean
These
they
were
could've
working
trained you
horses.
to
They were
ride a horse,
roper.
right? Okay,
No,
okay.
no, this is for working cattle.
But it didn't. What I was trying to say was, didn't inspire you? Didn't make you feel?
No,
like you wanted to be...
it was the kind of thing where it would be there like once, maybe twice a year. So not exactly a regular pursuit. And this might surprise you, based on my career choice of esports, was not an athletic kid.
Oh, really? Okay.
Grim, gonna get an opener here. JT tight to the angle. It's gonna win that fight. For once, the opening engagements go the way of complexity. And now some reinforcements available. Henny plastered to the wall, but Exit still making trouble. He's gonna get the bomb plant. No, fakes it. At least for the moment. He's not got a lot of time here. They can just wait him out. He's pulled off of it again. A third. Oh
my goodness, Exit.
Exit gets back around the corner
Gonna
somehow.
get the plant.
He has to plant it. A triple fake and a plant, but
Oh.
no round win. It's desperate. It's right on the line, but a round is finally there for complexity. The problem is only one player survives, so the economy's not exactly going to be booming.
No, and Halzerk stopped for a few moments there after getting that final frag, saying
a cheer going
yeah,
up.
Perhaps. Because honestly, also maybe thinking about, did he really fake that plant 3 times? Wow. Finally actually gets it, with 5 seconds left, had to stick the plant in it. And I mean, really awesome work from Eggs. He had 3 kills in a row there and almost clutches the round. So complexity, like you said, yes, you win the round, but man, that was an expensive one. Back to the double op setup, of course, and he has 1 on A, 1 on B. Grim, the B opper, and over on that A side is Halzerk. Turtle, waiting for the opportunity to push into the B site. And in fact, complexity have 2 players pinched into connector. Viren's right around the corner. This is a really lethal setup for MIBR.
He hears them backing out. They think it's clear. Oh, the timing! And demolished. The pinch comes in. Everyone from the focus was in towards cave. That was all communicated by the player in towards canals. And it's over. So the immediate rally here from MIBR, complexity just punished. They finally went around. It takes a 1v1 clutch. And then they just quickly dismantle. I mean, what was that, 20, 30 seconds into the round? They're just gone, John. This is brutal. And so, of course, we got the hunt. Because why not? The money is flowing. The confidence is flowing. Every one of these guns you take out of their hands, it's going to hurt. And there's one. Oh.
Unreal. I mean, complexity can't get any rhythm at all here. MIBR's in full control again.
Full control, it looks like. Just like the horses were always in full control, even when I was theoretically in control. Powerful animals, man. We're just getting back to horses at this point. Up until complexity put up a fight, we can just keep talking about horses.
You don't. Well, I've only heard, but I'm pretty sure you're behind a horse and they're bucking their back legs. You're in trouble.
You do not get behind a horse. Yeah,
No,
it doesn't matter
never.
how friendly you think the horse is. You never stand behind a horse.
They will kill you.
Absolutely.
Literally.
Yeah, no. I mean, all it takes is one spook and a hook back. Those you go flying. It's not good. That is the first rule of horses. Second rule is you don't talk about horses. We're breaking that rule.
It's now Fight Club for horses.
You don't talk about Horse Fight Club.
Well, let's see if complexity can get something going here.
Nope.
Molotov lands the feet of JT, and yeah, that's really problematic. Even more
they
so,
cannot.
BRN with 2. Grim gonna try and get something, but no, denied. BRN the triple kill, and Floppy and Halzerk are gonna have to save Mike. This is tough.
This is insane right now. What's crazy is complexity have tried so many different looks to handle this B defense, to handle the A defense as well. And every time they're just getting caught out. They've tried aggression in towards cave. It hasn't worked. They've tried passive towards cave. It hasn't worked. They've tried playing back on site. It hasn't worked. I mean, this is wild. I feel like the one thing I haven't really seen them try, at least since I think the pistol round, maybe the follow-up, is really aggressive B-long control, right? Flying out B main, establish that foothold, and actually give yourselves a bit of real estate to defend from. Maybe it'll work. I don't know at this point, but Complexity are looking for answers.
Aggression in general wouldn't hurt at this point from Complexity. We saw it yesterday, I believe, either was MIBR Complexity, just pushing down bridge a little bit and getting on those flanks. I think that's when Complexity found their success. It was them. Fang pushed down, he ended up getting on a flank, and they won a very clean round as a result. Just try and get into the face of MIBR right now because they're way too comfortable. They're posturing, setting up. Complexity's not challenging. They're waiting passively. And MIBR are more than happy to oblige with those entries and getting the frags. So, yeah.
Timeout again used. That's the third already for Complexity. We're only on round 10. Third of 4 timeouts has been used. This is looking quite brutal.
What is your favorite color horse, Mike?
My favorite color of horse?
Yes.
I don't know if I have a favorite color of horse.
Did you play Ghost of Tsushima?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask you what color you chose and what name you chose for your horse, but all right.
I have not played it yet.
You need to play it, by the way.
All right. I'll put it in the folder, in the list.
Yeah, definitely.
Infinite list of the games that I need to work through.
And now forget about the rest.
Never-ending backlog.
Go.
Yeah, but that's what you say about every game, man. I still have to
No,
play
no, no.
Mass Effect.
I'm giving you like top 5s every like,
BRN,
Mass
another
Effect,
entry.
yeah.
Why not?
oh,
Complexity, their guns have been loaded with blanks. And so they once again find themselves ineffectual. They've got the one big gun, the AWP. But what they don't have is any sight control towards A. Fang with a D, frankly, at this point. Okay, I like this. They were playing scared. Insani might be about to show them why. No, he's dropped. Now a man advantage. Some guns picked up. I mean, the bomb's ticking away, but you can get there. The rotations aren't that slow on Anubis. Are they going to give this a look? It's going to be tough if they do. Purely on the clock. They do have a kid on Halzerk. This is a little more viable than I thought. Will they stay alive? They got that information. Henny, if he drops early, he's going to get the first. He's going to get the shot. The trade is there, but they need to keep going. The Zerk is now dead. And yeah, this one's a dunzo. Fang never really getting in on the action. Looking a little gun shy here. Well, he will get this. He will at least get a parting gun, but can he get far enough away from this bomb? I think so.
yeah, I mean, a valiant effort. I was going to say, maybe it would have been a better idea to save the guns at that point because you're really on the outside looking in. Numbers were plausible, but once you lose those entries, better to fall back and save what you can. But I understand, right? You're down 8-1. You need rounds. You got to try to go for something. And they also had money to buy up in the following round. So it's okay. Gonna have a couple of M4s, an AK, an AUG, and an AWP here for Complexity, but MIBR, they're just flush with cash. They got the confidence going as well, and Flashbang gonna be tossed down towards mid. They're gonna just push right up mid aggressively. Fang could get overloaded here. He was flashbanging. Yeah, he couldn't move from that position because of Henny's flashbang. Then Insani takes care of him. So 5v4 in favor of MIBR. And JT getting a flashbang down himself, but yeah, actually that will be effective. He takes down Henny after getting that flash thrown, and bomb is dropped.
Utility's gonna have to be spent here. A little bit of a burn on the Molotov, but utility's gonna have to be spent here for MIBR to get back through. And in the meantime, Turtle's lost, so that starts to limit their options. Right, this is the first time they've really been limited, and they lose another boundary player. So BRN and Turtle were both trying to work either side of the map to see if they could find an inroad towards a site to direct this bomb, and the answer is no. Still got Insani alive, so things are still possible. Insani can exit. I've had some pretty hot starts here. But, for the first time, this entire map, frankly, this is a comfortable position for Complexity to be in. Floppy. Waiting for that first engagement here. On the A platform. He's gonna have it. No bound, second as well. A 3-piece for the flop, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered for Complexity. Get away with guns alive, get away with some money to actually build. I mean, this is far from a good half regardless of how it ends, but it is at least still semi-recoverable.
Yeah, I mean, you got to start somewhere here for complexity. And granted, your CT side is already not going well at all, and it won't end well in this half. But maybe there's a chance for them to build some momentum going to that second half.
One of the things that's interesting about this matchup that also reflects the lack of confidence that Complexity have in it is last time Complexity opted to start on the T side. This time, they change it up. Say, all right, maybe that was the problem. Let's try and flip the script. Because a lot of teams are finding the T side to actually be stronger on this map, right? So, we want to start. Hall Zerk. Hits the Zerk. Hits the shot. Molotov will chase the player out, so they'll hold on to K for now. But now you might want to rotate a player off here. Because MIBR, they realize there's 3 players playing close. They're not reacting to it if they are. They're slowing this down. Minute 15, man down. Again, an advantage for Complexity. It's unfamiliar territory.
What can they do with it, though? Insani's going to wait for this Molotov to fade away, and it does. Smoke, he's ahead of it. Goes, tries to find Fang. Get the words out eventually, and Fang wins the duel. Very nicely done. He's going to fall off, has 5 HP, so he's on life support, but still has given his team that desirable 2-man advantage here.
It's massive. He's going to concede a little bit. The Molotov tips them off, right? They know that it's happening, and he's actually readjusting to maybe control the spawn cross. It's going to be tough to get here in time. And so you see his teammates are wary of it. But it's a pinch in towards A they need to be worried about. They're concerned about the wraparound B. Turtle's position can be so extremely powerful. It's the A players who need to be on notice. Molotov well deployed. They hear these footsteps. They know it's coming. Floppy, once again, looking the wrong way. And
oh,
Turtle
what a transfer.
sprays down 2. Nearly takes Fang as well. Complexity, their advantage slipped away, and it's just one Turtle Boy who cracked their shell. Now, numbers up again, but the bomb ticking. Bomb ticking. And Henny, they've got to pull him off the angle. Utility. Oh, it's not good for him, but the shot goes wide. Exit's burning. He's burning. He's a dead man. It comes down to the clutch, but once again, Complexity just about managed to scrape this through.
Yeah, the previous round victory a lot more convincing, of course, but this one more reminiscent of round number 7, Mike. Yeah, Exit is so good in those clutch situations, right? He almost pulls it off again. Complexity are barely on to 3 rounds. This could easily be 11-1 for MIBR.
It certainly could. It certainly could. So close in this. But, I mean, they have enough money resilience, right?
Yeah.
That it's like, it doesn't matter. You just need to win. You just need to win. And that's probably what they're communicating on the other side right now, right? Pause taken. Chucky getting in there. Or, not, sorry. God. Bit.
You're going back in time here, Mike.
Wrong team. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Bit.
Yeah.
Calling to his team right now and saying, hey, if we just get 1 round, they're just deflated. You just got to get 1 round. You don't even have to win the follow-up. Just 1 round snuck in here. Kill all their momentum. Let the air out of their tires.
Yep.
That wasn't even on this. When did Chucky
ever
coach? He coached Team 1.
Yeah, he did coach Team 1.
Before
I thought he jumped to MIBR a little bit. Hold on.
I'm genuinely curious now. I'm just cycling through Brazilian coaches.
All right, I'm going to look.
I don't think so.
No, you're right. It was Team 1, Godsent. All right, and then 0
No,
Nation,
he was on MIBR in 2007 when he competed.
Dude, holy crap! Like as a player, so we're technically right.
Yeah, back in 1.6. All right.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. That's a throwback and a half right there for any old school Brazilian CS fans in the chat.
My goodness.
Yeah, bro. I mean, those were like, I'm not great on my 1.6 history, but those were some pretty legendary MIBR squads back in the day, right? That's like Kogu era, prime of FNX, that kind of thing.
I wasn't really following the Brazilian scene back then, if I'm being honest.
Hope chat's got a history for lesson for us when they catch up to this. Halzerk, no! Misses his shot, Grim down. Halzerk not long for this world, tucked behind Glizzy, and that's going to be the round. All but secured for MIBR. We talked about it, they just needed one snuck in here, right? This is the deflator. This is Complexity running straight over a nail, puncturing all 4 of their tires, and letting the air out. Double digits for MIBR.
They're just having trouble winning those opening engagements at this point for Complexity, especially on the B site. You know, Halzerk was much better in that previous BO3. I thought maybe he'd be able to get some confidence under his belt going into Anubis, which hasn't necessarily been his best map, right? But just not happening.
Bomb detonated. There should be enough money to scrape together a buy here. But as per usual with Complexity on this map right now, it's not going to be pretty. Fang can drop an AWP. So that's what they're going to do. It'll actually be fine. Never mind. It's fine. But they still need to make it work.
I mean, yeah. That's been the biggest problem, is making it work. They've had rounds where they keep saving their rifles on forward, but every single time MIBR has found a way to punish. And we'll see if perhaps all the air leaks out of their tires there on the Complexity side, or if they can plug the hole and get things going again once more and find a third out of the last 4. Just gotta strike 4 rounds. I mean, anything at this point to carry over into that second half.
Oh, nice tag. Advantage, at least for the moment.
You know, and that's just the worst part, right? Tags Henny, and then Henny immediately frags Fang, and insani finds JT. So if he doesn't get a leg shot and gets the frag, it's an entirely different round. But, you know, just how the cookie crumbles. Insani gonna find another 2. This man is a monster. That is an 11th round, pretty much guaranteed for MIBR, as Halzerk manages to get Insani. But what is he sitting at now? 14 and 6. Oh my goodness.
He's actually just brilliant right now. I mean, it's the movement as well as the aim, right? The aim is incredibly crispy, but you just see the way he's sliding into corners, just escaping the crosshair, just escaping the vision. He's so slippery and tough to play against right now. I mean, he's giving Complexity fits. It's not an overestimation to say that he is the key piece to MIBR's by Halzerk. No op saved into this one. No chance to purchase it either. Complexity going to be fighting with sticks and stones to just try and get a 4th round.
I mean, he's already playing better than he was yesterday, to be honest. This is a ridiculous pace that he has.
Just absurd. Just absurd, frankly, coming in here.
And I mean, Complexity are just stumped. They've tried everything. They've tried making adjustments. They've tried rotating positions around a little bit to put more emphasis on the A site sometimes than on B, but every single time we are just picking them apart. It doesn't matter where the bodies are. They are falling.
Trying the aggression and checked. Can't blame them for trying it. Trying a crunch from Canals, but there's a clock on this. Once it runs out, well, BRN's just going to be ready for it. Flashbangs weren't there. That kill has to come through. Fang's got it. All right, we still get a round on our hands. We still get something. The Canals crunch made out of work, but the Fang flank isn't really a flank. The Fang mid play, there's not alliteration there. It does work. It does come through. JT. Gotta at least go 1 for 1 here, otherwise they're done so. Got it. He's got the first. Looking for the second. Looking to pressure. That's the damage. Fang set up. And 1 round at the very least to take us through the half. 4 for Complexity. 11 MIBR. As we head into the second half of Anubis, we'll be back in just a flash. here, folks. Getting ready to get underway with the second half, and it could be a quick one. MIBR looking dominant here on Anubis once again. Complexity desperately praying that a pistol round might actually work out for them. Give them a chance at this. Gonna be a quick play, it seems, over towards the A side of the map. They're all making their way through. We're checking towards dark. There's a spot. On towards turtle. Maybe a little bit of an early warning system. With no presence in mid, MIBR is going to be able to devote 3 sets of crosshairs to this A fight pretty quickly. And look at a flank developing. BRN's coming through. They're going to know that mid's clear. They're going to be able to feel so comfortable crunching it on the same play. So it's got to go quick. Here's the util. Dooley's tied up, not getting anything, but they haven't spotted the player behind the pillar. Now they know. Now they figure it out. So BRN just getting 1 kill, but the flash is wicked effective here. And Complexity taking it straight to the bank. Just BRN. He's been a nightmare. He's been a monster in this game, but this time Grim will shut him down. A much-needed pistol round win here, and Complexity a chance to maybe start a half strong.
It's such a stark contrast between the way MIBR plays their CT sides and Complexity. You saw MIBR hunting immediately, going for that aggression, trying to go down towards long B and then into mid. So they were already poking and prodding, looking for information. Luckily for Complexity, they executed quickly and got into the site and found the frags, because if not, MIBR's on the flank and they're going to find all the frags and get Complexity out of that round. So we'll see. We'll see how this plays out, but honestly, I'm still seeing similar trends to yesterday, and let's not forget Complexity on their T side only got 6 rounds yesterday. That absolutely will not be enough here. Need a lot more.
Unfortunately, it seems like we have some sort of an issue coming through here.
All right.
I can't check the console, but you can, John. What's the
Yes.
report from your sideline reporter, John?
Looks like we have a technical pause for lag. But we're okay. We're okay. We're going back.
All good. All good.
Yeah.
Everything's
No
back.
big deal.
Someone just kicked the router. Cat was sleeping on it. Happens. So we're back into it. And actually, MIBR is going to call a timeout on the back of that to talk things over.
They're deciding if they're going to force up here. I think the call's been made.
Yeah, figuring out the finances, though. So they're going to go in on it. I just kind of want to watch insani work towards mid. He's going to have the deagle in this one. Smoking a flash. He was such a revelation for them in their last matchup. On the CT side in particular. I mean, he was great in his first half, but it was watching him work as the defender towards those mid doors that really blew me away in their last matchup. So he's probably just going to go right back to it. And he will indeed.
Jeez. You can tell the difference in confidence levels on each team on this map. Just in the way they're playing and their movement.
This mid push is going to get spicy. No one's watching for it. They can go for the canals drop down if they get confident. And in the meantime, they're going to be very quick into the rotator. They're past the smoke, though. They're just going for this A hit again. Rinse, repeat. It worked last time. Why won't it work here? Up against the pistols. Fang rips ahead. Here we go. He's tight on the angle. Flashbang's trying to skip on through, but Fang, well, he can do damage. He can't quite mow them down. Insani! Oh, he's gone, but it's exit to make some noise. It's 2v2. Bomb down, but a minute on the clock. Complexity do not have to rush this issue, but they're going to. And towards heaven, putting BRN on notice. He's trying to wrap around, trying to find an alternative angle. The pillar, just a little bit of coverage floppy, but it's slim. Ball's off there. Floppy out. They need the fight. Inconclusive. But the bomb not retrieved either, and the utility now being stripped away means this is just going to be an out-and-out gunfight. There's 1 flash remaining in the hands of Turtle. Can maybe set up a teammate for a peek, but he's the forward man, so that's going to be tough to arrange. And instead, he's just going to go down. A 1v1 now. Player in heaven. There's the check. There's the spot, but BRN quicker to the spot, and he's got it.
Oh, man. What a great job by MIBR on the force by just making it work. Frag after frag, fighting tooth and nail towards the A site. And at the end there, Turtle, you know, he isn't in a position, like you mentioned, to use his flashbang, so he just goes for the straight fight, and making it a 1-for-1 is excellent because BRN is just in a fantastic spot there over at Heaven to punish. And I mean, there was just nothing Complexity could do in that situation. They didn't have the bomb, and there was just no way for them to put any pressure outside of that bomb site. Oh boy. So another round goes by the wayside for Complexity. Insani going to toss a flash over in towards mid. Has the A1S out. Definitely a player to watch here into the second half. He's just going to bide his time, though. They know Complexity's money isn't very good, so they don't have to force the issue. 3 players hovering around that B site, 2 towards A. And the B site would
this round's
be
getting
the...
replayed.
Oh.
This round's not live. It's not live. I hear the ticks coming through. They're not live. So this one's going to need to be reset.
Yeah, you're right. There's a not live. MIBR is having some unfortunate lag issues once more.
Ripperino. Happens.
Yeah.
Joys of online Counter-Strike. Always a good time.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we'll get that sorted out shortly. In the meantime, it's time to go on a tour of Anubis. Let's go see the sights.
Let's go.
John, well, what's your favorite spot on this map at this point?
That is a good question.
You read hieroglyphics? I wonder if these are actually legit hieroglyphics. Probably.
I think Palace is really interesting.
What do you call him as Palace? Over on B?
Near CT spawn, like going into where all the where the hieroglyphics are.
There's a lot of hieroglyphics on this map, man.
No climbing. There's like a fence there.
Here? By the map?
I can't see what you're looking at, so...
That's true. You can't see what I'm looking at. That does make life a little difficult.
Yeah, this is going to be impossible.
Like the area in the back of B towards spawn, that connector?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I understand what you're talking about. I see the no climbing sign now.
Yep. It's pretty cool.
Beautiful.
Nice little area.
Hopefully this means the round's getting started here in just a moment. We're just going to do some fly-throughs in the meantime. Give you all motion sickness. See what we got.
Yeah, I just have the tendency when I'm waiting just to like scroll around the map.
I mean, scenery's sick, right? I mean, if you look at the views, you got the pyramids in the background. It's dope. What do we got on this side? Ancient bathhouse. Ancien maison de bain. Bagno de casa antica. Eski hammam ev. I can't read the other ones. After the fall of the Ptolemaic dynasty that ruled until 30 BC, the Roman province of Egypt was formed. This bathhouse, while constructed within the confines of the royal palace, was based on the Roman public bathhouse model. Interesting. All right, so wait, is this bathhouse? Or this... Oh, it's all of A is a bathhouse. That actually makes so much sense now, looking at the way the map is set up.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes so much sense. Okay. Yep. Yep, I get it. This is the bathhouse.
You sure?
I do. I do.
Okay.
That's what we call a tie-in. That's the lore here, folks.
We got the Anubis lore coming through.
We got the lore.
There's
I
another
hope you
sign.
were all ready for some tourism. That's what we're doing today. This is the same guy as the no climbing statue. Reused asset, broken map, refund.
There's the Temple of Ra sign as well.
Is these just beans? Oh, if you go under the beans, there's something. Hold on. Okay, so outside by A long, there's a table with like 4 containers of beans. And if you go into the beans, hold on. We're going to find it, folks. Palazzo Ducal, Doge's Palace. We're not in Italy. We're not in Venice. It's rigged. I don't know why that would be in the beans. Oh, here we got another one in this beans. Oh, God, it's so hard to get here precisely on the fly-throughs. What do we got here? The Prigioni. I don't know what that is. Ponte dei Sospiri. There's probably someone who's Italian in the chat right now, and I am absolutely ruining them.
More than likely.
Sad at the butchering of their language. More beans.
Let's try not to butcher any languages here, Mike.
That's what I'm here for. More beans. Oh, there's so many beans on this map. Just look at those beans,
Where
chat.
are you finding beans?
Where are you not finding beans? I'm finding beans everywhere.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just...
If you're just tuning in now and you're wondering what's happening here, what's happening is that we have a long tech pause. And so we could do one of two things. I could send you all to break and play some music. And that would be easy, and you could all listen to the ESL soundtrack. Or we could explore Anubis together, which I'm enjoying right now.
Okay, I found the beans.
You found the beans. There's a lot of beans, man.
Yeah.
I'm now finding lamps. A lot of lamps. It's good lamps. High quality
nice
lamps.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the reuse no climbing guy. Broken game. Refund map. Look, there's not even a wall here on this angle that you definitely can't see ever. Where's the Easter eggs? This guy's chilling. Rugs. Do love some rugs. How you doing, John? How's your day going?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Just chilling. Enjoying
Counter-Strike.
Yeah, enjoying watching some Counter-Strike here.
Hopefully our series won't last till 4 a.m. like the boys over
Oh,
at the CCT.
God, man. That, I feel bad for them. I'll be honest. Starting at 8 a.m. and finishing at 4 a.m. Almost a 24-hour shift. I
think
that's
20-hour day, all told. That's soldiers out there. And production, presumably, have to do more. Because that's always how it works. Production always have longer days. No other pamphlets
packages and everything.
Beans. Yeah, that's brutal. Those aren't beans.
You know, a map I'd love to see back, and just because I'm very nostalgic about it, Mike, and I don't know why I'm talking about this, but I guess Ancient and Anubis kind of remind me of it, is Aztec. Another A map. I used to play that map all the time, in Source in particular.
Isn't Ancient kind of like a modern take on Aztec, or is it just the aesthetic?
It's mostly the aesthetic, I would say, because like Aztec had a very different look and a multi-level kind of approach towards the A site, right? Because you had the bridge, and then there was like this very big fall into water.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's mostly the aesthetic that's similar in Aztec. It was fun. I enjoyed playing it. I actually played competitively on that map. Not as fun.
So wait, specifically only on Aztec you played competitively?
No. I played competitively on every map.
There you go.
But I just enjoyed Aztec for the most part.
I see. All right, so let's interpret these hieroglyphics. We've got rabbit over wavy lines, eye with a foot, wasp, I want to say that is. Lizard, I think this is a lizard. Maybe just some lines. Don't know what that one is.
What are you looking at?
Some hieroglyphics outside of, where am I? B spawn connector. There's sort of a tower. Some nice coloration on it.
B spawn connector.
We're wandering here.
Your callouts are different than mine.
I don't know how else I would describe it. It's by the sign that says obelisk square and points towards B. Kind of vaguely. It's also just a repeated motif around the map. You know, folks, I may have run out of things to show you on Anubis. And it seems like this isn't going to resolve itself anytime soon. So we're going to go ahead and take a break here, folks. And when we come back, hopefully the game will be back too. We'll find out. See you in just a bit.
I can't explain. I can't explain it. I go insane when we get naked. Hold me down, never let me go. Take me in, I want you to show. Hold me down, never let me go. Take me in, I want you to show me love. Don't give up on us, don't give up on love. Don't give up on us, don't give up on love. Hold me down, never let me go. Take me in, I want you to show. Hold me down, never let me go. Take me in, I want you to show me love. Don't give up on us, don't give up on us, don't give up on love. Don't give up on us, don't give up on us, don't give up on love. Hold me down, never let me go. Take me in, I want you to show. Hold me down, never let me go. Take me in, I want you to show me love. to my face. Tell me now why you want to wait. Running out of words you wanna say. I've been looking for you, looking for you, looking for you. Take me down, leave me lost and found. Take me down, loudly without a sound. And I will rise days that are searing. My head is spinning round. Oh, I hear now. Yes, the wolves are out. Inside of our reality. Satellites singing serenity. Send out a signal, please remember me. Send out a signal. Ich sitz auf meiner Fensterbank, die Nacht zieht vorbei. Ich blick über den Tellerrand, trinke Sekt auf Eis. Ein Teufel und ein Engel tanzen auf dem Parkett. Vielleicht sind wir unsterblich, müssen nie wieder weg. Ich sitz auf meiner Fensterbank, die Nacht zieht vorbei. Ich blick über den Tellerrand, trinke Sekt auf Eis. Ein Teufel und ein Engel tanzen auf dem Parkett. Vielleicht sind wir unsterblich, müssen nie wieder weg. Big Pie, Kippen und Drinks gegen Tristesse. Großstadtbild, komm mir nicht weg. Kopf fragt, mach kein Pisstest, nein. Ich will nicht auf deine Party gehen, nein. Engel und Teufel tanzen Schwanensee. Von deinen Lippen tropft der Chardonnay. Ich küss ihn weg, bevor du schlafen gehst. Ich sitz auf meiner Fensterbank, die Nacht zieht vorbei. Ich blick über den Tellerrand, trinke Sekt auf Eis. Ein Teufel und ein Engel tanzen auf dem Parkett. Vielleicht sind wir unsterblich, müssen nie wieder weg. Ich sitz auf meiner Fensterbank, die Nacht zieht vorbei. Ich blick über den Tellerrand, trinke Sekt auf Eis. Ein Teufel und ein Engel tanzen auf dem Parkett. Vielleicht sind wir unsterblich, müssen nie wieder weg. Faded auf den Wohnzimmerdeal. Baby, sag, wieso sind wir hier? Kann sein, dass wir den Boden verlieren. Wir heben ab morgens um 4. Ich sitz auf meiner Fensterbank, die Nacht zieht vorbei. Ich blick über den Tellerrand, trinke Sekt auf Eis. Ein Teufel und ein Engel tanzen auf dem Parkett. Vielleicht sind wir unsterblich, müssen nie wieder weg. Ich sitz auf meiner Fensterbank, die Nacht zieht vorbei. Ich blick über den Tellerrand, trinke Sekt auf Eis. Ein Teufel und ein Engel tanzen auf dem Parkett. Vielleicht sind wir unsterblich, müssen nie wieder weg.
Jeebs. Thank Gaben. We're finally back. We're finally free of that very, very long pause. Thank you for sticking with us if you're still here. Complexity down 5-12. MIBR ripping through them here on Anubis. Now, you may be wondering why we had to delay this for an hour, and to be honest, my brain's too small to understand. It's above my pay grade. Suffice it to say, we're back and ready to play some Counter-Strike again. John, how you feeling after our nice, long break?
Actually surprisingly good. Not too bad. Yeah, I got a little bit of shut-eye there in between everything, so I'm okay. Complexity has deagles across the board. If I recall correctly, Mike, MIBR won a force buy before everything went crazy. So,
Something like that.
yeah, got a force buy round victory, and here we are with Complexity having to force up right on the back and hoping they can get something going, and that's going to help a lot. Grim with the headshot onto BRN, and Mike, I was going to say, maybe this long pause will help Complexity.
Yeah, I mean, certainly if they could get a mental reset, or maybe if their opponents could just get mentally boomed. There's the lineup, though! Oh, Fang gets the kill, but it's going to be a 2v2. They've retrieved the bomb. Fang needs to get the heck out of dodge before he gets dropped on by the Canals player. Oh, Exit thinks better of it. Was considering the drop, but he's going to go for the full flank around. The bomb's down. That's going to be ticking away. There's not a kid on either of these players, but there is one on site. So that shouldn't be an issue. Oh, they take the initiative. They get the first kill, but do they expect the flank all the way around? Obviously considering the possibility now. He's tucked into the corner. Gun barrel spotted. Seen. And delorted. Time. Majorly a concern. Fang just trying to toy with that clock. Kit can be picked up here, but Exit knows he's got to chase on through. He clears his corner, and he's got the shot, but does he have time? I don't believe so. I don't think he has enough seconds on this clock.
He's going to try.
And, oh, it's a squeaker. No, that bomb's going off. It's going to be the round for Complexity.
Wow, back and forth we go here at the beginning of this second half, and Complexity with just Deagles. That's all they had. They forced up what they could, and it was only the Deagles that were available to them, but they make it work with some nifty shots, and of course the upgraded rifles afterwards. Fantastic effort on the tail end by MIBR, but that one's going to hurt them a lot more than it does Complexity, with the CT economy just really suffering. An MP9, 3 Deagles, and the 5.7, but that is it for MIBR. Maybe they can pull off the pistol magic this time, though. They do like to go aggressive on their CT side, and we usually see it around mid and bridge. This time, of A entrance, and Grim's gonna get a 2K, but Insani finds a nice headshot onto Halzerk. He might try and go grab that gun, and well, as soon as he does, he gets sprayed down, and doesn't go down though. Instead, he does with the damage spike, and Henny gets JT.
They can't let him cook. They can't be letting Insani cook. Oh, he's getting the heater back on. I think Henny might have been spotted there just a little bit. A 2v3 now. Sonny on the heaters again. But look at this. MIBR have fully quit the spot on A. What is this? Huh. It's going to be the right read somehow. Lexi, we're in towards mid, and they've opted to go towards B, so MIBR will actually be coming back in for this retake in relatively quick fashion. How do they read this? Complexity are so confused about where MIBR might be, and MIBR, to be fair, don't really know where Complexity are at this point. So this bomb's going down, that's for sure. The post plan is going to get real weird.
Yeah. And Sonny's just going to wait for his teammates to get in position, but they've got to hightail it over to this bomb site.
Yeah, time's definitely going to be an issue again. There are no kits, and I don't believe there's one down either, so it's going to be a serious problem here. Molotov into Glizzy, but Fang's right side of it. He's actually completely safe. No problem, they line up. Only one found, but now it's just down to the clutch. An Exit. Well, he's already lost this. He knows it. He just wants the last kill. He wants that kill reward. Wants that $600 he dues, and while he will get it, he will not get his life. Oh, he actually does. Yeah, all right, that's fine. I'm still not quite dialed in on my Anubis save ranges.
He managed to grab a Galil on the very end of that round, so that's good. Got a rifle upgrade, got the final frag, did the economic damage to Complexity, ensuring that every single player would have to buy up, and again, could be a turning point. A critical round. The problem is MIBR doesn't really have much to work with. Just 3 USPs, a 5.7, and of course Dakalil. Maybe, just maybe, it'll be a difference maker. A couple of pieces of utility, but no body armor on anyone except for Exit. And they're just going to gamble stack here towards the A site, Mike. In fact, a lot of presence towards mid. At least in the early goings.
Single flashbang. Trying to probe out a response here. IBR show them nothing. Trying to bait this trap. Trying to lure them on in. Does Exit want to go for a peek off these flashes? Well, this could get weird. Pop flash there. It doesn't really connect. USP's trying to follow this up, but not looking like this one's going to be viable. Should just about force one out. Floppy's dropped. Okay, they're moving that bomb quickly. JT nearly gets caught. Oh, the drop down's coming in.
Oh, no.
JT
Oh, no.
overwhelmed. The gun's going to be picked up. Now there's 3 rifles up on the other side. And that bomb still needs to be planted. Halzer's a little wary of it. Well, this could be another absolute nail-biter of a round. There's no armor on any of the players. So surely, these remaining AKs should be able to chew right through them, but it's going to get weird. It's going to get real weird. They're going for it. No kits, so time definitely going to be an issue here. Complexity would love to finally get through a round with any sort of money. That made. That's good. Their sake, but 1 for 1, not good enough. BRN dancing around the pillar. Halzik's just trying the no-scopes. It comes down to the clutch. They have to get on the bomb. They have to get on the bomb. If Grim gets this kill, it's over. They've won the round at the very least. And for once, a Complexity player will actually survive to boot.
Wow, barely.
Barely.
I mean, it felt like MIBR were going to take that round. And despite the fact that Complexity have 3 in a row, you can't really tell based on their economy because only 1 player has survived over 3 rounds for both teams, in fact. But MIBR will be bringing some guns back into play here with 3 A1Ss, the A4, and the AUG. Still a 4-round lead for MIBR, but Complexity have really taken a bite out of that lead.
They have. But right now, at least it's a paper tiger, right? The first drops of rain, and this thing is going to wilt. Helps if Turtle cooks himself.
It's cooking in the wrong way.
They let Turtle cook. Turns out,
You don't.
doesn't know how to use an oven. Well, BRN, is he just going to try this dry? The double peeking. The flashbang for it. Oh, that is brutal. Grim had no idea. He was staring into the wrong dimension. Molotov going to try and isolate this player, but they're back away. Fang was hoping he could catch the one. Even up the scoreline, even up the numbers. Not going to happen. Not here, not now. Instead, now they're bringing the pressure in. Oh, they nearly caught a player with a smoke in hand, but instead, insani tucked in the corner. They're trying to chase the Heaven player. They're getting killed elsewhere. It's all falling apart. It's just down to 1. It's clean for MIBR. And you've just got Fang trying to do something in towards mid, but it's way too little. It's way too late. 35 seconds. I mean, this is looking tough for Complexity. It's looking tough for Fang. He's going to get his bell rung.
That's so catastrophic, right? Because they've lost so many players the last 3 rounds that they don't have any money to buy here, despite the win streak, which is what I was alluding to earlier. MIBR get a 13th. All 5 survive, so they just need to reinvest into utility, and that lets them get an economic foundation. Timeout going to be called by MIBR, in fact. 3rd timeout used so far on this map. They just need 3 more to send us to map number 2, which will be Overpass. Complexity's map pick. We've seen them have success every time they've played it so far in this qualifier. It's only been twice, but still.
Earlier today?
16. Yeah, earlier today they won 16-9, right?
It was a long time ago at this point, John.
It feels like a long time ago.
It's because it was. It was like 4 or 5 hours ago. It's midnight now. When did that second map go live? Like 6:30?
I think so. I think it was around 6:30. Yeah.
Yeah, 5.5 hours or so. All good. All good. Well, the clock strikes midnight. We're entering the witching hour. That's when things get weird. weird. Things get quick. Grim, once again, just eating that flash, full facing it. Having no fun, those flashbangs.
Oh. Did Henny not spot Grim there?
I believe they saw each other, actually.
Okay.
And that's where the Molotov comes out.
Oh, that nade in the second
Bye,
one, too.
Floppy. Oh, the Molotov. JT can't challenge that. He just doesn't have the health for it. This is so tough now. That it's completely telegraphed. Look one way, you're going to die from the other. 1-2 punch. It's just full destruction. That was disjointed. The timing of the cave push and the B main play didn't work out. And that is a non-starter for Complexity.
I'm not a fan of that force buy. I'll be honest. I didn't realize it until I looked at their money. So, oh, whoa. That's not a good idea. I know, yes, MIBR had a 5-round lead, probably would have been 6, and I understand you need to try and get some rounds on the board, but it would have been better if they had a full buy here.
Well, they were also double eco, so they would not have a full buy here regardless.
It would have been better than this. I mean, what were they at? I can't remember now. Anyway.
It was a 1,400 loss bonus last round, so it would not have gone well. Either way, it was kind of a rock and a hard place.
Okay. I think it was 1,900, but anyway.
Sure. I'm just letting you know, multiple players at like 1,400 or 1,500 in that round, which is why they now have 1,900 loss bonus. Floppy has 1,900.
Okay.
All right, we're moving on here. It's not
late,
important.
Mike. It's fine.
It's not important. But they
1
have
hour
a
tech
rifle.
delay.
They've
I
killed
blame it on
Insani.
that.
This is the first time they've actually killed Insani in a very long time, so that bodes well. Unfortunately, they don't have any armor, and they're stuck in towards mid, and the bomb's now dropped, so that bodes less well. And BRN, oh, it's going to have a tasty spray down to the tune of 4. Yes, they're just empty anti-eco kills, but he makes it look good.
And he's also got 27 frags, so that's nice and impressive. Bjorn and Insani really have become, I should say, the firepower cores of the MIBR squad. That's not to say Exit Turtle and Henny can't frag. They absolutely can. It's just that Insani and BRN are usually the most consistent players on the roster. So 15-8, Mike. MIBR.
BRN said that this rifling stuff's too easy. Let me see if I can op right now.
I mean, that's what he started doing when he first joined this squad.
Yeah.
That was his role before Henny came out.
Op crutch. I'm so glad they took him off it because he's a nutty rifler and he's only kind of he's like, yeah, he's all right. He's all right with the op. He's fine.
He was better than expected, right, with the op because he hadn't used it at all when he was at the academy team.
I mean, it's the crutch gun, right?
Right.
Click and kill, but he's a nutty rifler. Personally, I like watching the nutty riflers.
Yeah.
And I mean, right now, with BRN and Insani combining for 50 frags between the two of them, everybody else in the team, they're even having decent games. You just get to see the backpack and be perfectly happy with it. Pick up your kills, let the young guns work. Smoke could get awkward. They go through trying to catch him with the utility. A little bit too slow, and so it's 1 kill and a dink onto Halzerk as well. They do trade it out. They do have this position. They're putting some utility on, trying to draw rotations, but Floppy going out A main telegraphs this a little bit. Now he's dropped. They've killed Insani and towards mid. This gives them options. They know there's at least 1 player on A as well. Trades are there. Halzerk somehow making this low HP work for him. Fangs come back around. They need to kill Henny here at Glizzy. And Fang will do exactly that. So it's the 1v2 now. Exit. Coming up the canals. They're going through cave. Bomb has been planted. The bomb is ticking. Halzerk just sticking in his spot. Is he a dead man? No. But he has given the information away. Now full HP Fang. Up against Exit here in the clutch. It's going to be headshots when. Exit needs to just hit this Ripper. There's no information about where Fang's playing from. Here's the check. And there's the kill as well. Fang patient in it. Doesn't overpeak. Doesn't overphase. Complexity at least find a 9th.
Whew. All right. So they stay alive. At least 1 more round here. And Fang pulling off a nice multi-kill round. He's jumped to the top of the scoreboard. 18-7. Followed closely behind by Grim at 17 in his favor. But still, it's 1 round. They need 6 more just to push this one to overtime. And on the other end, MIBR, despite the fact they lost that previous one, still had plenty of cash to buy up. They got a couple of A1Ss, the A4, the AUG, and the big green. Halzerk is looking for that fight towards mid. Wants to get that opener and give his team the space to move up and get that control. In the meantime, Complexity have a couple of players looking around towards A entrance. Henny. Doesn't have any frags yet, and he won't get any of this round, Mike. JT just completely blindsides him.
Well there. Playing a wide angle with the AWP, right? No support on it. Just expecting to take that first fight. And you miss the one shot. You get wide swung. Suddenly it's disastrous. So an opening pick here for Complexity, an advantage early on. BRN posted with the AUG, though. I was going to say, could get caught in transition, but no. Fang on the other side doesn't take that moment to go through. Start to find the space, though. Start to express some presence here. They want to go in towards A, and this is the heavy reinforced site. Because of the aggressive position they have towards B main, they're confident playing 3 here, and well, this is going to get very interesting. Flashbang for a peek. It's dodged. There's the kills coming through. Excellent punish. It all has to be BRN, but BRN nearly makes that AUG sing. Bombs going down. At this point, Turtle likely just thinking about the save, so this is going to be double digits on for Complexity. They're still making a map of this here, John.
Indeed they are. That long pause seems to have bolstered Complexity, giving them new life here in this map. I mean, honestly, Henny's he just hasn't been able to really do much here on Anubis, and that engagement was pretty much the story, tells the story of what's been going on for him with the AWP so far. Halzerk's going to grab the op, speaking of which, and carry that over to the next round, and Complexity don't need to hang around the bomb set any longer. It will explode, and Turtle, is he going to get caught off potentially? I don't think so. Yeah, there's no way JT's going to come all the way here. And Turtle will at least save the A4, so that means he can drop that for someone else, or maybe hang on to it and give some pistols to his teammates, because they don't need to panic at all here. They still have a 5-round lead. Couple of pistol upgrades here for MIBR. Deagles, 2 USPs, and the E4 as mentioned for Turtle. JT's got the flashbang primed and ready, but decides to pull out his gun again, maybe expecting a push to come through. BRN takes a shot, misses, and has to back off here from Connector. In the meantime, 3 Complexity members are moving their way towards A entrance. Halzerk, oh, Floppy's actually going to get the opener onto Turtle. So there's the A4 down. I'm not sure if it can even be recovered at this point.
Nope, doesn't seem like it. Woo! Grim ripper of a shot there. Heavy player gone. Starting to fall apart.
Yeah.
That's going to be 11 on the board. Do you believe, John?
At this point, yeah.
Yeah, you believe?
Yeah.
Believe in overtime?
Yeah.
In map 1?
Yes.
Of this best of 3 series?
Precisely, yes. I don't know. I'm trying to think of different ways to say yes.
It's looking like it's a possibility. It definitely is. Complexity looking to burn the midnight oil. And they just need 4 more rounds to do it. Here comes the investment for MIBR. Can they stop this in its tracks? Solitary op, no kit yet. Someone can buy one. Insani. Insani. No kit. All right, let's see if a retake happens. We've had several rounds go down to the last possible second on the defuse, right? Feels ambitious to get no kits.
I think this is Henny's round, Mike.
Henny's round?
Yeah, this is Henny's round. I'm calling it now.
Henny's world, we're all living in it.
Yeah.
Henny round. Oh! They catch him on the reload.
Nice trade.
1-for-1, and now Floppy makes it 3.
I like.
Henny's round, more like Floppy's era. And that's going to be the save taken. That's going to be the bomb going down, and that's going to be a full-on save for MIBR. They want nothing to do with this one. Complexity are closing the gap to just 3.
Wow. I mean, first of all, what a trade from Floppy after JT goes down. He wastes no time ensuring that a body will fall on MIBR side, then immediately explodes out of connector towards the B site and catches off both players and exited insani on the outside looking in. Say, I mean, what do? We just have to fall back. We have to save. 12th round picked up from Complexity. And MIBR, the money is not good at all. Loss bonus is starting to pick up a little bit. Will be 2,900 in this next round, and of course we'll be loss after that.
Oh!
Losing. And Sonny gets a couple though, and a third. Fang, Grim, and Floppy go down. It doesn't matter. The money's there to reinvest, but still.
Yeah, but you're throwing some more fuel into that particular
Exactly.
fire.
Exactly.
This guy's already burning at a fever pitch. Him and BRN. Ooh. BRN's hit 30 on the kills, and Sonny's not far behind. Those 3 right at the tail end help get him there. So let's see. Complexity can't afford the slip here. Very limited buy in this one outside of the 2 saved rifles. Oh, the timing on this play. Grim, he's got utility out. Ooh, he'll get the gun around. There's a flashbang. The pop flash catches them. Full white, 2 kills.
Oh, no!
The Eagles, it's tearing them apart. Oh, no! JT down as well. Disaster for Complexity. They're limited here. They're bringing it back. It's all on Halzerk. It's all on Halzerk. The Norwegian import needs to do it all. He needs to put America on his back once more and try and keep them alive here on Anubis. Let's see if he can do it. They've given him the out. He's got it. But recovering that bomb is going to be a different ask, and insani is taking a creative approach, going around the world to try and flank this off. If Halzerk backs away, which is exactly what he's doing, he's a dead man. He's a goner. MIBR close it. The strength of insani sees them through that last round, and all of that comeback was for naught. MIBR close it out just in the nick of time. I've even turned off my lights here, John. All right, we're back on screen. Oh, turn them back on. I got flashbanged by my own lights, John. Wow.
Wow, indeed. Yeah, I mean, look, insani was